So for the results and discussion part, we first start off with the throwing power pre-test and post-test comparison. So the following tables are just the compilation of data of the trials of each player. So the players highlighted in blue, they're the control group, while the rest are the experimental group, meaning they underwent the strength and conditioning interventions which we provided and made for them. So this is the post test. Okay, so the first observation, if we use an intra trial observation, we can see that the values of the acceleration z and force z are significantly greater than that of acceleration y and force y. So this means that the acceleration and force associated with the forward swing phase, since we got the force acceleration z and force z during the forward swing phase, is greater than that of the follow through phase. So this is because the follow through phase is actually a deceleration phase, because it has to do with the slowing down of the arm prior to the release of the ball, and the follow through after which the ball is released. So what happens is that the contraction of the posterior deltoids, rhomboids, and trapezius, along with the muscles of the rotator cuff, they start to decelerate. Uh, they start to decelerate the arm prior to release. So this table here, it's the summary of the data. So it shows the mean of the averages of the force Z, force Y, and speed of the pre and post test per player. So again, the players highlighted in blue were the control players, control group players. So observations, we can see that all of the players had an improvement. All of their values went up during the post test. The thing that differed was the magnitude of this improvement, the difference of the difference. So we can see that the improvement of the experimental group was about twice that of the control group. So the control group improved by less than one. There's a less than one deviation from the pre-test, while the experimental group experienced a greater than one, less than two deviation from the value of the pre-test. So another thing we can observe here is the interrelatedness of the force y and force z with the speed. So if you can observe here this table, player 4 and 5, they have similar force z, meaning they had similar acceleration z. So they had a similar acceleration force during the forward swing phase. However, their speeds are significantly different as compared to the force z, y. So we can attribute that to their difference in force y, which is the force and acceleration during the follow through phase. So we can say that player 5 had a weaker follow through phase as compared to player 4. So why does this happen? As I mentioned earlier, grip strength is important because I can say that player 5, what could have happened was that he was just simply pushing the ball. There was no flick of the wrist, and player 4 could have had the flick of the wrist associated with the follow through phase.